Yeah. All right. We're going to get right into this shit. Ooh. Beer of the week. Demetri, do you ever have this issue where you see beers and you're like, wow, that's a great artwork on the can?
Absolutely.
This beer.
I'm a big artwork guy. I love good packaging.
They got me again.
Yep.
And you know me. I love a themed beer. I love a seasonal beer. I love everything about it. Well, Goose Island, they got me with their Oktoberfest. Goose Island Oktoberfest. Let me show you what got me. A pretzel with a hat and boots.
And it really reminds me a lot of Annie Ann's. I love that blue on the background, baby.
Yep.
Oh, and Annie Ann's is special.
I've been drinking these boys.
Damn. That was crispy. Annie Ann's is special. Top tier mall food. I'll give it that. That's top tier mall food.
I got some shit on this, and I'm not very happy about it. Annie Ann's has discontinued their sour cream and onion pretzel.
I've never had that. Now I'm sad because I never got to have it.
It's so good.
I love sour cream and onion chips, so that sounds delicious, bro.
Yeah, it's basically like the seasoning that goes on sour cream and onion chips, dusted heavily over a warm pretzel.
Oh, damn.
It was
I missed out, bro.
And
that's awful.
It. Zoe and I went to Annie Ann's. I was like, 2 sour cream and onion pretzels. They were like, we don't make them anymore. And I was like, you don't what? Excuse you? I was not happy. Damn. Anyway, welcome to Let Me Pod to You. I'm Jacob. You can block me on Twitter at We Hate Jacob. That's hate with an 8. I'm here with my co-host Demetri. You can find him on Twitter at Demetri Talks. Demetri, how's the wrestling?
Raw, as we just spoke a little bit before, been a little bit of a drag for me. So this week I actually had to sit there and kind of speed watch it. But there is some cool parts here and there. But we got some exciting stuff going on outside of WWE.
Yeah. Did you watch Dynamite?
I didn't yet, but I'm actually going to watch it because I have to watch my boy.
Mm-hmm. Our format here is top of the mid, headlines, stock rising, stock falling. These can be specific wrestlers, storylines, etc. to kick off a conversation. Demetri, who's top of the mid?
So this week, shout out to my boy Dom is back. Okay, brother? You want to know why?
I disagree with you on
what? How?
Because he lost his title clean at the pay-per-view and then had, all 17 members of the Judgment Day rock up to Orlando on Tuesday so that he could win it back?
That's a good heel. He's using his resources. How are you going to be mad at a man for using his resources, bro? Are you serious right now?
All them boys in the Judgment Day didn't want Dom to not be able to go home.
That's crazy, bro. So you want what you want? You want Patrick Mahomes to go to the Super Bowl and not throw to any of his receivers or let his running back run the ball. You just want him to do it by himself. No blocking either.
I want the Chiefs to not keep winning.
You want your boy Jalen Hurts to go out there. You want A.J. Brown on the sideline. You want Gainwell on the sideline. Swift on the sideline. That's right. So Dom got his guys with him, man. That's all it is.
I don't know, Demetri. I thought you being a Panthers fan would be respectful of somebody who has no weapons to help him in situations like Bryce Young and Trick Williams.
That sucks. It really does. But hey, when you got no weapons, you don't win a championship. It happened to us. We saw Cam Newton put the team on his back, and then when he got there, like Trick Williams did, he didn't have the help. And guess what? Dom came through with the W, got the championship back. Okay, we can't fault the man for having
Dirty
resources.
Dom is Tom Brady, Rhea Ripley is Bill Belichick, right?
Pretty much.
All right,
pretty much.
Enough. Let's talk about the real top of the mid, because I'm not having Dirty Dom. I'm not having it.
No.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
The disrespect. How are you going to disrespect the Dirty Dom like that? The boy's incredible.
Because the real top of the mid, the real best of the mid, best of the rest, who has a belt, who's had it for a long ass time, Christian Cage, our TNT champion.
Okay.
Best work of his life. I'm going to start at Wrestle Dream.
Okay.
Because I'm a fucking loser and I watched Wrestle Dream. I didn't buy it, but I
wanted to watch it too. I was upset. I was going through Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. And I was like watching all these people talk about it, like, is Edge going to come out? Is Edge going to come out? Is Edge going to come out? And I kept wanting to peek in, but I didn't, and I wish I would have. God damn it.
Buddy, Tony Khan loves a long-ass pay-per-view, and this was a long-ass pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. Like, all the matches were really good. And end of the show, Christian retains against Darby. He starts beating up Darby. Sting comes out. He starts beating up Sting. Nick Wayne comes out. We think Nick Wayne's going to have Darby's back. Christian got him. That boy, he lost his father. He needed a new father figure. That father figure is Christian Cage. And then we get a little video. We get some guy in a muscle car, and then we hear it. We hear it. And this is going into my headline too. This is a combined top of the mid headline.
I have a headline now too. So after your headline's over, I got a good one.
Great. You think you know him. And then the music hits. The roof seemed like it was going to explode off the top of the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. Edge, the man formerly known as Edge, Adam Copeland, is in AEW. Now, we're gonna try to call him Adam Copeland. Just doesn't roll off the tongue. His mama named him Edge, so we're gonna probably keep calling him Edge. Yeah, he debuted. He saved the day. He talked some shit to Christian. He swung some chairs around, and he's here. He's here. Last night on Dynamite, do you want me to spoil it or do you want me to save it?
Go ahead and spoil it. I'll still watch it.
Edge comes out at the very end for a little segment. They had some funny stuff too. Actually, rewind real quick to the press conference after Wrestle Dream. Christian comes out to do his little bit. He's asked about his friend showing up, and he's like, "I don't know who you're talking about. I don't have any friends besides Luchasaurus." On Dynamite, Edge comes out at the end. He starts talking about why he wants to be here, that he felt like he was considering retirement, but his daughter, his 9-year-old daughter, said, "You need to work with Uncle Jay one more time, Christian Cage." So he's going. He's there. He calls Christian out, and he's like, "Christian, we need to do this right. We need to finish this the right way. You and me together as a tag team, as a team, the way it should have always been." Christian Cage gives him a hug. "Go fuck yourself." Edge looks in disbelief. Christian leaves the ring. This is going to be incredible.
Bro, Christian is the fucking man. I've always loved Christian. He's been so underrated for so long. Love to see him getting his flowers right now.
He really deserves it. And they are saying that this is a new era in AEW, the rated R era, because we have the rated R superstar.
I saw that WWE doesn't have that trademark.
I was just about to say, quick stock falling for WWZ. Fucking bozos.
Yeah.
They didn't put in an non-compete, and they didn't maintain their trademark on rated R superstar. Fucking idiots. I'm so glad the people over there are idiots, because this is great. It's so good. It's so good, Demetri.
It's going to make me tune in, bro. That's like, I've seen a lot of people talking on the internet about how this is probably AEW's biggest signing. I'd still disagree with that. I'd still say CM Punk is probably the biggest signing. But
because they got Punk out of retirement too. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Punk was gone for years, and we had thought he was never going to come back. Out he comes. That shit was incredible. Not to take anything away from Edge, because this is, Sexton Hardcastle, because this is incredible right now. And I'm excited.
It really is. It really is. And like, not just you turning into AEW, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
I bought tickets to another show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to Dynamite at the end of the month, baby.
He's a ticket seller.
I'm going to see Adam Copeland in Philadelphia. I'm so excited. Like, I literally, that night after Wrestle Dream ended, I'm on AEWTIX.com. I'm scrolling. I'm like, when are they coming to PA? When are they coming to PA? End of the month, huh?
I'm still in disbelief that Edge at one point went by the name Sexton Hardcastle. That is the most absurd name I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's very like, I'm 19 and here's a name that will
Sexton
get me noticed.
Hardcastle.
Yeah.
Bruh.
All right, Demetri, what's your headline off the back of this?
My headline is I'm a fucking idiot. So I had texted you this, and you were like, "What?" All right. So
I hope you read it as what?
what? I didn't actually, but I should have. Shame on me. I get off work. I'm really excited to do this podcast. I've been kind of getting back into the wrestling thing here, watching a few things I missed here, checking things, seeing how things went, specifically with NXT. Wanted to see how all those went because I didn't watch it. And then, I get off work. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go make a coffee. This is where I fucked up. This is something I do quite often. So I go to make this coffee, right? And I think I set my coffee cup down under the coffee machine.
Oh no.
I walk away, I come back, and there's coffee everywhere. I send you a picture of it. It doesn't look bad because you can't see the coffee underneath the machine, but there's a huge puddle underneath the machine, and there's also coffee all over the floor.
That looks pretty bad, dog.
So yeah, it really fucking sucked because then I had to clean up all this coffee and then I had to break another cup of coffee and that's what took so long for me to get here. That's why I was scrambled.
Gee, that's foamy too.
Oh yeah, it's I got me an espresso, baby. It makes the good foamy coffee, bro. We don't play around out here with the caffeine. Think I'm playing games? I ain't playing games.
That's quite a mess. I did not realize what was going on because you're like, I'm an idiot, and I'm like, for what reason? I can't.
I mean, I know, but why? Yeah, that's why.
I really didn't know what was going on. I'm sorry to hear that, but
it was rough country. It's all clean now.
Maybe I'll put that photo in the show notes. Bloodline Cinematic Universe. I don't even really know what's going on here, other than Jimmy Uso is pretending to be the tribal chief. He tried to do the whole, stick out his hand to Paul Heyman thing. Yep. And Paul is like, you're not that guy, pal. I don't think so. And I just want Roman back. I want the tribal chief.
I want Roman back too. It is, Jimmy's if you ever watch Total Divas or seen him outside, he's a funny ass fucking dude. Actually hilarious. And you can see it sort of coming out with a lot of the stuff that he's doing because I don't know, man. Just the way he reacts and the way he's sitting there just be cracking me the fuck up. He's a funny dude.
He also tried to sound like Roman on that little promo too. He's like, the bloodline is now in your city.
Yep. So this has the opportunity to be somewhat interesting until our true tribal chief comes back. I miss him so much. I miss him too. But as of right now, Jay's winning over there on Raw. So, not everybody's losing over there in the Bloodline Cinematic Universe.
I don't know. Jay has to hang out with Cody Rhodes. So, I don't know if he's really winning.
Hey, I fuck with Cody Rhodes now. I'm Team Cody now.
Yeah, whatever.
He turned me.
Turned you? What do you mean by that?
I'm Cody sexual.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with Roman sexual. But speaking of sexual, Mommy's back.
Yeah, dude, so happy that she's back. I was watching Raw and I just want to say I'm loving the angry Rhea Ripley thing that's going on right now. Her is her promos are hitting right now because she's very believably angry at the bullshit that's going on within her group, and it's been really great because typically she's kind of laid back, she hasn't really been super angry at anything, but to see her freak out on Priest and then go in on Dom, and poor Dom looks so sad.
He acted that out so well.
It was so good.
She's getting in Damien's face and Damien's like, yeah, well, who lost their belt while you were gone? And Dom's back there why'd you tell Mom, bro?
Bro, that shit was gold. And it just really made me appreciate Rhea that she's been gone, having her back on TV. It's been great. So, stoinks up on Mommy. I'm glad she's back.
How would you feel? I guess maybe we'll get into it later because I wanted to talk about Fastlane because I think it looks like shit. But
yeah, you and me both.
All right, we'll talk about it later then. Yeah, I'm glad Rhea's back. It gave a lot more juice to Raw, which I mean,
Needed that.
Like I said, I've been having a really hard time getting through Raw. Like it.
Yeah.
I've been watching specific moments and matches. Like I made sure I watched the Seth Rollins bit. I watched the Ring General, who we'll talk about here in a moment. But man, the Judgment Day really needs Rhea. They keep talking about we have no leaders. We just all do what we need to do. No, y'all need a leader. It needs to be Rhea Ripley. Also, how much longer is JD McDonough gonna be twerking for the Judgment Day before they twerk back?
It's a great question, bro. He's been doing it for so long, it feels. When is something gonna happen?
And Rhea finally this week, it seemed like she kind of gave him like the nod of approval a little bit, because Priest was still like, what's this guy doing here? And Rhea's like, he just saved your ass, so I don't know what you're talking about. Which is true. So JD McDonough should just be in the Judgment Day at this point.
This is your fault. I say his name like that and exclusively like that now because of you.
If he ever gets
JD McDonough.
If he actually gets a match on WWE television, I would love it if Samantha Irvin put her whole chest into, and the challenger, JD McDonough. Like she does an Irish accent.
Hell
Great
yeah.
stuff.
I'd be with that.
You know what? I'm gonna switch the order up a little bit. Stop rising. We're gonna get into it. The Ring General Gunta. Okay. He won again. He won again. This man
his
won't
thing.
lose.
It's a beautiful thing. It's always really nice to see his matches because they always fucking hit. And I genuinely feel like his like promo work has gotten better over time as well. Like he's so believable in his character. Like it feels really natural, I think is the best way to describe it at this point.
Yeah, during the contract signing they did, in kind of the middle of Raw, he comes out there in a suit, looking spiffy, and he goes to Ciampa like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
He's like, "I already know you're not ready. Look at you."
In the presence of greatness, what are you wearing? And he's not wrong. Like, you look like a slob. But those guys, they put on a show. Like they were beating the shit out of each other.
That whole thing was great. I mean, the match and the little promo segment, Ciampa was fucking eating in that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we finally, at the end of Raw, and it sucked because they didn't time it right, but Johnny Gargano is back, and I think this is the best thing to do for Tommaso Ciampa is he wasn't winning that belt. He wasn't going to get the Gargano belt. But he held his own. He gave a good promo. He did good work leading up to it, beating up the Imperium jabronis. And Johnny Gargano comes back, and now we can finally have a full DIY reunion. And Raw went off the air before they hit their kind of double knees to the head on the boy. But like, it's a really good way of putting everything together to build off of this. So this little mini push that Tommaso Ciampa got over the last couple weeks isn't going to be wasted. Nope. He's going to be able to stay elevated, stay on TV, doing single stuff. Johnny's doing single stuff, doing tag team stuff. There's a lot of ways this can go.
Yeah, it's great to just like interject some juice like into a character. You know what I'm saying? Put some juice in there, and then we get this return at the end of Raw, and now instead of it just being kind of barren and just something that just randomly happened, we got some juice behind the characters and some excitement, which is easy to do, but I feel like gets overlooked a lot, especially in WWE.
It really is. I mean, they'll do this thing and then they're just like gone. I mean, again, where are the hot witches? They're just gone.
Oh my God, bro! Yes, Did I mention in any podcast that they kind of played on like the tag team titles being cursed with them?
Yeah, we mentioned it very briefly because we were both like, finally they're going to be back. They're finally going to be back on TV.
Yeah.
Wrong.
We need them back on TV. It's just like they were so good and we all liked them. It was cool. They had a cool little gimmick. They were interesting.
It's also just like, with the work that's going on NXT right now, like NXT's been good. I've been pretty consistently watching NXT because it's really good. Shawn Michaels, like bonus stock rising, like he's Booker of the Year.
I gotta say,
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't watch NXT like that, but like more so recently, I have been very interested in just random shit that's going on in NXT more so than I used to be. Like I'm very interested in Tiffany Stratton. She's fucking fantastic. Braun Breaker's interesting. The whole fucking Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. They're both super interesting characters.
But then there's Thea Hale further down the mid card for the women's division. She's grown ass woman now. She went out with the Toxic Attraction last, not the one that you like, the other one. And
Gigi Dolan and fuck is her name right now?
Yeah, we got the one. We don't got the other. Why did we have one of them? But she came back with kind of a new look. New kind of style, a new intensity, and it was really good because Thea Hale was giving me very big like happy to be here vibes from a character perspective. But she can really go. Like she's really good in the ring. But now from a character perspective, we have like a heel adjacent kind of character that's putting some influence on her, and now the Chase U people are like, oh my God, we're losing a disciple. This hasn't happened before. We're losing our 4-star pupil. And it's really good storytelling all the way up and down the card.
That's big facts, man. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to the showstopper.
Absolutely.
HBK.
And let's get into the next. Sorry, I'm going to skip your Stock Rising because we're going to get into this one next. Stock Rising, NXT versus Dynamite next week. We are getting a jam-packed, fucking amazing Tuesday night of wrestling. It's going to be really interesting to see how the numbers fall out for viewership. But here's the great thing. If you have YouTube TV, just kidding, this isn't an ad. But if you do have a way to record one of them, watch the one that you usually watch. Watch the other one like later that night or the next day. Good to go. I'm watching both. I'm going to watch Dynamite because I'm an AEW. I lean AEW. I love both companies, but I lean the AEW if it's competition. NXT is having John Cena in Carmelo Hayes' corner for a Carmelo Hayes Braun Breaker rematch, reigniting the feud. Asuka is facing somebody. I can't remember who Asuka's facing. It's just slipping my mind. It might be Roxanne Perez. But again, like Asuka's going to NXT. Paul Heyman is going to be in Braun Breaker's corner because it's not fair that John Cena is the only is there. Like they're rolling out the red carpet.
It's Roxanne Perez, by the way. I looked it up for you.
It is Roxanne. Okay, I thought so. That'll be a banger. Roxanne's great. And there's more. Like Becky Lynch is supposed to be cleared by then, so maybe Becky Lynch's match with Tegan Nox ends up on NXT.
Ooh.
And then we move over to Dynamite. Title Tuesday, Tony Khan's birthday. Adam Copeland has his first match on AEW television against Luchasaurus.
You said it's his birthday?
It's Tony Khan's birthday.
Oh, bro, the snowman's going to be going crazy.
He's going to be going nuts. So we've got
We're going to be watching the Edge match like...
Saraya versus Hikaru Shida for the AEW women's title. Shida was not pinned nor submitted in the 4-way where Saraya won the belt, so good grudge match. I kind of hope Saraya loses because she's never around on television or anything. Swerve versus Bryan Danielson for a shot at the TNT title. That's going to be a banger. If we had more... Another quick bonus, Stock Rising. Swerve Strickland is a dog. He is so goddamn
He's the fucking man. And he's cool as fuck. He just got a cool vibe about him, bro.
He's amazing. Like his match with Hangman at Wrestle Dream, that's up there with match of the night for me because these were two guys that they went in building the story of we do not fucking like each other. And the way they kicked the shit out of each other in that match was incredible. Like the blows that were exchanged, the storytelling from Swerve bending back and stomping on Hangman's arm, his arm that he hits the buckshot with. It was just top to bottom, great match. Like, it's one that if you haven't seen it, I would really seek it out. Ray Fenix versus Jon Moxley for a rematch for the international title, and there's more on the card. Like, it's stuffed full. Like, it's gonna be a really, really good night for wrestling on Tuesday.
God damn, you just like sold me on it, bro. You're like a wrestling salesman out here, professional wrestling salesman.
I mean, that's what I do for my regular day job.
Right there, you go. That's hilarious, bro.
All right, last stock falling.
Stock falling, stock rising.
Rising.
Don't you dare put this man in stock falling.
I know. Stock falling for when he had fucking COVID, though. Like, we missed him.
Oh, yeah, it sucked. But shout out.
Rising. We're going up.
Yeah. We're going up. Shout out to the boy LA Knight, man. That segment at the end of SmackDown, where he had come out and, helped the boy John Cena. Crowd was electric.
So cool.
Oh my God. That was exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. Crowd was electric. Every move he hit looked cool as fuck. I don't know what it was, but something about him hitting those moves, like they all hit with impact. Mm-hmm. And the crowd, like, going fucking wild, just gave it a whole, like, crazy throwback visual. Night. Oh my God, bro. What a, like, I didn't expect, like, it's just a random SmackDown, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we get this moment here where it's something, you see it, and that's memorable. That pop he got is memorable. That moment he came out to save John Cena is memorable. Mm-hmm. And this is huge for LA Knight's character because not everybody gets to work with John Cena, especially at this point in his career. So it looks like we're going to have LA Knight team with John Cena, which is fucking crazy.
It is official.
It is official. And, like, this is like a dream match that you would write up. Like, you'd be like, I'm going to get LA Knight to team up with, who am I going to get to team up with? How about John Cena? It's like something you'd put in a video game.
Yeah.
But we're getting it. And that is probably one of the most exciting things for me outside of Edge right now in wrestling. Like, I just love the idea. It's just got me happy.
The camera work through that segment was incredible too.
I'm really glad you felt the same way about it that I felt.
I'm 100% same page. And then the way that LA Knight grabs the contract off the table, and then he locks eyes with Cena across the ring. He's like,
it's just electric, man. That shit is electric, bro.
Incredible stuff. Like, really good.
Yeah, you don't just like get, like, that's authentic energy. And it comes across so well. And I can't even imagine being there. Like, that looked like a fucking moment.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really awesome. The only downside of this whole partnership is the bald spot.
Yes, thank you, bro.
It's so distracting.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then I see John Cena, and, like, his hair, like, he tries to, like, slick it back and hide it. But there's no hiding it in professional wrestling. You're going to flip and flop around, and we're going to see it. And John, I'm sorry that I got to roast you like this. But it's not looking good, brother. Just shave it off. Please. Do like LeBron did in that one-off season. You know, the one where he, like, shaved himself bald, and he had that viral video of him, like, rapping on Instagram or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That shit looked dope because he had the bald head. He looked furious, and it looked dope. Like, John, you just got to embrace it, brother. You got to embrace it. Don't be LeBron. Don't try to hold on to it, man.
Or at the very least, just get the bald spot spray paint and just
something, man, because it's looking bad.
Keep the hat on. Don't throw the hat.
Get the Carlos Boozer spray job on. I don't know if you know about the Carlos Boozer spray job.
No, I'm aware. Yeah.
Okay, he's aware.
I mean, John Cena, you have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it can't cost you. It can't be too bad for you to take a quick flight to Turkey and get that fixed up, you know?
And I know you probably want the hair for, like, movies or something, but they could fix you up, man. It's Hollywood.
They're giving him a wig there.
They'll CGI some hair in there if you need it, bro.
You just never see the back of his head in it. It's like, you know how The Rock has that thing in his contract where he can't lose a fight?
No, what?
You haven't heard this?
No.
Bro, yeah, the part of his deal with the Fast and Furious is that in his contract he can't lose a fight.
This guy's got a crazy ego.
So that's why, like, when he fought
gotta protect the image, bro.
Yeah, when he fought Vin Diesel in Fast 5, they had it so that they both, like, broke their hands.
Mm-hmm.
So that it was like, oh, it was a draw kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
that's
The Rock
crazy.
Does not lose a fight in movies.
Damn.
John Cena, he's like, I can lose. I'll put the other guy over. Just
John Cena's like, fuck it.
Make sure they don't see back here.
I'll put on a dress, I'll put on a wig, whatever, but just don't show my balls.
Not the back of my head, bro.
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay. Big stock falling. Mm-hmm. This Fastlane card is mid.
It's so mid that, like, it's hard for me to think of everything that's on it. That's how mid it is.
I have it in the rundown.
Beautiful, because I need it to reference.
Let's talk about the 2 matches that will be good. John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
Top stuff. Great process.
Absolutely.
Happy with it.
Yep.
World Heavyweight Championship, last man standing. Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Good I'm not mad about that one.
Happy with that. Yeah. That's good. Now we start going downhill. WWE Women's World Championship 3-way, Io Sky, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. I really don't mind seeing Io and Asuka run it back on a pay-per-view. I want no Charlotte there. No interest in Charlotte being involved. But
I 100% agree, but I have to just I forgot to mention this. I got to give a quick shout out to Charlotte's gear on SmackDown because god damn, that shit was nice. I got to say that. That shit was looking good. I like that gear.
Okay. I'll say it wasn't for me, but that's more just because
you didn't like the Charlotte gear. It was like yellow. She was different. She's normally wearing like blue, but she had the bright yellow on with the fishnets.
Yeah. So for me, it reminded me of Becky Lynch's Kill Bill gear.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's fair.
Do you just taking notes from Bex now, or what?
You know what? It really did remind me of Becky with the fishnet. Yeah. I'll say that. But ain't nothing wrong with it if it's working.
Undisputed Tag Team Championships, Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. I'm sure Dirty Dom will be around. I'm sure JD McDonough will be around. Versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Who cares? Like, yeah. I've seen this kind of circle go around 16 times at this point. Yeah. I just don't care. Do you think Cody and Jay will win?
Yeah.
You do? You think they're going to?
I do. Yeah. I think they'll win. What do you think?
Hey, let's roll back to the top. John Cena and LA Knight are beating the Bloodline, right? They're beating that ass, and Roman's going to be, you can't lose when I'm away. World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins retains.
Yep. It's been a great run for shit. It's been a great run for Shinsuke, but I think that Rollins is going to retain.
Yeah. Women's World Championship 3-way. I think Charlotte's going to get it because that's what they do.
No.
I'm not happy about it. That's not what I want, but that's what I think will happen.
This one's tough for me because I could see it going literally every way, which at least this match has that going for it. Because I could see them giving it to Charlotte. I could see them having Io retain. I could also see them giving it back to Asuka and having Asuka and Io beef some more again, maybe at a future pay-per-view. I'm just going to say Asuka.
I think it's going to be Charlotte because the next pay-per-view is Crown Jewel, and I feel like Charlotte's going to go get that Saudi Arabian paycheck.
Oh, okay, she will have a match at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it's going to be, but she will have a match there.
Like, cause didn't we just have was it Charlotte and Bayley just had a match on a SmackDown too? This is past SmackDown, yeah.
Yep, that was the yellow gear match.
Yeah, see, I could see Charlotte getting the belt and then a build to Bayley refinding herself.
I would love that.
To go after Charlotte in Saudi Arabia. I could see something like that happening. And And the only other match that's been announced, the LWO, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, and Joaquin Wilde or Cruz del Toro. We don't know which one. And possibly also Dragon Lee. Who knows? Versus Big Bob Lashley and the Street Profits.
Bobbert.
Also, again, who cares?
No, they really, that's fucked up, dog. Let me tell you right now. Hey, yo, black folks, they pinning us against the Mexicans in the WWE. It's crazy. Why are they doing this? Why do they got race wars going on in the WWE, man? The fuck is this? It's 2023, bro. I don't want to be fighting with my Hispanic brothers.
I did not see you going there at all.
But that's what it is, bro. We got race wars going on out here. With that being said, you know damn right I'm hanging with my home side, bro. Hometown heroes, the blacks. Poppy and the Profits. It ain't nothing personal. It's just profits. That's what it is.
Good line. I also think Big Bob is going to pin Santos Escobar. Specifically, I think that's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Which I think will then lead us to a Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio United States title exchange at Crown Jewel.
Oh my God, I need the U.S. title to get some goddamn love.
Because this title sucks.
It's awful. We got the Intercontinental Gunther calls it the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, which is cool as fuck, first of all.
That's what it
is. I've never heard it called the Heavyweight Championship before him. I've just heard it called Intercontinental Championship, not Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. I could be tripping. But anyways.
No, I think you're right.
The title itself, Intercontinental, seems way fucking cooler and has for forever now. And the U.S. title, we've been talking about it since like the Theory reign that he had that was like ridiculous, like 8 or 9 months or some shit that was way too long that like just did nothing for it.
Or as I once said, it was almost a year when it was not almost a year.
Oh my God, people freaking out. They were like, so no, it's not.
Like, you fucking idiot. Do you know how to count months?
No, actually, I don't. But yeah, bro, the U.S. title has just been so ass. We need the title to mean something, not just like, it doesn't just help the title holder. As you can see on Raw, it helps everybody else out, especially on the mid card. We got people challenging Gunther, and it makes them seem important. We just talked about that with Ciampa. He had this match, it gave him some juice, and that's what he needed, bro. Mm-hmm. If we could just have like a U.S. title like match where it would actually mean something and actually give somebody some juice, it'd elevate the whole mid card. But instead, we got this title that's just sitting here, that's just changing hands. Right now, Ray's got it, and it just doesn't feel like prestigious. Like, because, bro, let's be real. Rey Mysterio is a legend, but as a U.S. champion in 2023, are you playing, bro?
It's a transition championship. Like, it's absolutely a transitional person for it. But it's like, where's it going? Because now we have this creative, like, it was kind of like, okay, they're going to take it off Theory, give it to Ray, he'll have it. LA Knight's going to still be like an over heel, and then we're going to get LA Knight with the USA. Okay, sure. We can see the vision. Yeah. But now we're like a couple months into this now, and it's like, is this happening?
What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Like, and then LA Knight he's in better creative, honestly, than the US title.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought that the booking decision of Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar for the U.S. title, when they are in the same faction, for respect or whatever it was that they were doing it for, so stupid. I did not get that booking decision at all. I was like, this is dumb. Rey is going to retain. He's not going to lose it to Santos Escobar.
Yeah, no, I big agree, bro. The U.S. title is down fucking bad right now, so we need something to happen, bro.
The only thing that would have made sense there is if they had kind of pulled the trigger on one of the rumors that we had a while back that, like, Santos was going to get sick of Rey overshadowing him in the LWO and then turn heel to get the title off Rey. That would be interesting, but we're not doing it. I don't know. The whole LWO situation has been, it started out really hot and I thought it was really cool, but it's really losing steam fast. And like they've completely relegated Zelina Vega, who was challenging for the women's world title not too long ago, to a cheerleader. Literally, she's just there.
Yeah, she just comes out with a flip flop.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, woo.
Sure, but like, I'd like to see her wrestling. Actually, maybe.
Yeah, she's actually fucking nice. So yeah, that would be great. But here we are.
Speaking of bad booking, what the fuck is up with Chelsea Green?
That's a great question, my brother. That's a great question because she is a fucking talent. But I feel like she's being wasted right now.
They just keep booking her as a loser.
Yeah.
And she's one half of the women's tag team champions.
It don't make no sense, bro. And it's kind of crazy that, like, I understand, like, you can book her as a loser because she's so good at, like, just being her and being her character that, like, she doesn't always have to win. But, like, bro, she's a champion right now. And right now, it does not feel like she's a champion.
Like, it's making it look like she fluked her way to the belt. And it's also like, okay, if one half of the tag team women's champion is a bum, why are there not more women's tag teams lining up to take the belts? Because
amen.
If you see a weak link, aka in this sense, it's apparently Chelsea for some reason. If you see that weak link, why would you not be taking that opportunity? Why would you not be jumping on it? Why haven't they had a match? Why haven't they defended it? Like,
these are logical questions, and it's very frustrating to me when wrestling becomes illogical.
It's stupid.
Things just don't make sense. Yeah, it is very dumb.
And like, I know Piper Niven had COVID 1 week, so they had to kind of call an audible, and Chelsea's on her own again. But everything that I'm seeing on Fightful Select is that Piper's healthy. She's good to go. Defend the belts.
And I always try to play devil's advocate and be like, well, maybe they have a plan. But, like, even if they do have something they're going towards in the future, at least do something in between the time. That's not just like, you know, she's a loser or nothing's happening at all. Like, give me something. It just feels like there's nothing.
But it's also just like, okay, we've got 5 matches on this pay-per-view. Is it 2 hours? Like, are we getting in and out of Indy in 2 hours? Like, what's the deal here? Or are we going to book something on Friday? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a match that you could make there. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus the Hot Witches. Let's do it. Like,
yes.
Like,
bring the witches in.
They did this vignette about how they cursed the titles when they lost them, and we've not heard from them since they did this.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping. I thought like maybe I missed something because like
you didn't miss anything.
That's crazy. Because why even do the package?
I don't know.
If you're just gonna like gloss over it like it never happened.
I don't know. I really don't know. This pay-per-view seems really light. Like, it seems extremely light. I mean, there are rumors that they're going to debut Jade Cargill in some capacity. I just don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't know what they're doing here.
Yeah. So the thing is with these pay-per-views is we always, as of recently, it feels like we've gone into them with a similar mindset, and then somehow
This one's really bad, though, Demetri. This one's really
that is true. This one's pretty bad, but I will say we've typically gone in with a mindset of like, and then the match is smack, and it was like, all right, that was surprisingly good, but it would have been nice to have a better build-up or to have much more matches in it, of course.
I keep coming back to thinking that I don't know.
For me, it feels like a filler. For me, it feels like a filler pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out how to.
You're watching an anime. There's a whole bunch of filler, a bunch of content you can skip through because it doesn't matter to the main story.
Yeah,
we're gonna like resume main storylines when it comes to like a bigger pay-per-view coming up. But for now, we just have this to hold us over. That's what it feels like.
I think this is the problem with trying to do a pay-per-view every month too.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't build good creative to give us a good storyline pay-per-view. And I mean, I guess that's why they've moved to this premium live event structure, whatever, to account for that. But it's just dumb.
Agreed. I like my pay-per-views to feel very meaningful and not like filler, because the filler is what the TV shows are for.
And guess
if
what?
You got
Dimitri?
filler,
guess
bring
what?
a little in there. What
We're
up?
still gonna watch it. That's the problem.
You're damn right. We're still gonna watch it, bub.
All right. Do you have anything else?
No, yeah, I got everything I needed out the way. I just really wanted to say the Charlotte Skier was amazing, and I'm glad I got that off my chest.
You're really hung up on that.
It was good gear.
Just watch NXT from this week. Your girl was there. Watch Dynamite this week. Sky Blue and Tony Storm. It was like,
oh, actually,
damn.
I saw a really funny clip from that on Twitter. The Tony Storm was like,
"I'm gonna slap her tit and then slap her tit."
That was really funny.
Tony Storm also hit a brutal hip attack, and I will never forget being at Collision and there being a hip attack towards the very end of the show during ROH, and Iad and I both went, "It should have been me!" at the same time. And this guy a couple rows ahead of us, laughing his ass off, turned around and be like, "You're so real for that." Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok and YouTube at LetMePod2. You can find Demetri at Demetri Talks. You can find me if you want at We Hate Jacob. Please give us a review on your on your chosen podcast platform. We're on every major network. Quickly on those lines, we have 7 5-stars on Spotify. I'd love to see that get to 10. One shout out review here. I've got to make a shout out to Rachel Hen for a 5-star review. She specifically asked for us to shout out her ass as part of her 5-star review. So this is a shout out to Rachel's ass for that 5-star review. If you leave a 5-star review, I will also shout out your ass if you so request. If you don't, I won't. That's fine. Give us reviews. It really helps other people find the podcast. We have seen the numbers ticking up on the insights. So thank you guys for listening, for sharing with your friends, and for giving us those reviews. We appreciate you. And we will see you all next week.
Yeah.